Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we have the pleasure of watching Ahmed playing his VK7201K, one of the worst tanks in the game. But even if it's one of the worst, at least in my opinion, at tier 10, you're gonna see one of the greatest games I've ever seen out of all the tier 10s combined. Here, we are playing on a city map. City maps are the best for the VK because that tank is known to be good in side scrape as long as you don't angle too much because of your side cheeks on the turret, because the turret being quite big, you have some weak spots. And this tank features the exact same gun as the one you have on the E100, same gun dispersion, same alpha damage, which implies that it's one of the few tanks in this game that features a tank destroyer gun instead of a heavy one at tier 10. So there are several things you need to understand about that tank. I'm going to pause the replay here for you to understand. Here it's a perfect position for the VK, and God bless Ahmed for taking it, because from here it's extremely difficult to penetrate the VK. You have those two turret cheeks, one right there and one on the other side. On both sides you can penetrate quite easily, but you also have this part right there. This is your worst enemy when using the VK, because from those spots right there you can get penetrated even if your enemy is not using gold shell. And this is what makes that tank frustrating to play and why nobody plays it anymore. But for the rest, you have an amazing armor pretty much everywhere. Now, and another problem you have on this tank is obviously your reload time. You're extremely exposed to your opponents when you're reloading, so you need to be careful about that as well. But here from that position, as the big old slope right there is hiding most part of the tank, our friend is safe as long as every time he shots, he tries to crawl forward and backward to avoid the opponents to be able to penetrate its turret cheeks. So we're gonna see how it goes for our friend. Unfortunately for him, first shot, the gun dispersion sucks on these kind of tanks, and at long range, aiming at weak spots like that, it's really difficult to do anything. Which implies that, yeah, he missed. But it's not over. It's not over, guys, and from that position, as all the enemies are right in front of him, it's not gonna be too hard. I love what he's doing right now. He used the slope right there to be able to push forward on the opponents, because from this position he's taking right there, he has some shots on the 100, but also on the rest of the team. If you take a look at the map, you see that they're split. They are his team, they have most of the heavies running on the right side of the map. They also have some mediums and one single heavy tank on the left side, which means that it's impossible for them to push straight. They will have to wait, and they'll have to take them out one by one slowly to after be able to push. It's not going to stop our friend that I forgot to mention is playing in a platoon with another VK. And they're gonna do the job, you're gonna see, especially our friend right now. So there we go, there is D75 once again. Is he gonna make it this time? Yes, he does. As you can see, he's playing full gold. It's not necessarily something useful to do with the VK, as you're losing quite a lot of alpha damage. I think you go from 640 to 560, which is nearly 100 alpha damage down. But at least you're sure to penetrate, because that tank features around 340 millimeters of penetration, which is literally insane. And I suspect our friend to play with calibrated shell, because I feel like his reload time is really long. So I might be wrong on this one, but I don't think I am. We'll see later on. Maybe yeah, 16.7 seconds of reload. I think he's using calibrated. So there we go. He sneaks a shot, and luckily for him, oh no, not lucky, because the guy only had 500 damage hit point left. He managed to kill the fella. Now, what does he has to do? If we take a closer look at the map right now, you see that, oh wait, it's here for you. You see that there are a tank destroyer and an E100 in front. You know what? I'm going to do it like that. There is an E100 and a Hori. We all know that the E100 is a one-shot by now, and this is possibly the best target to go for. There is also the Hori, which will definitely not struggle penetrating the VK, but at least our friend has support from both his teammates, the E100 and the VK, both having an amazing alpha damage, so you can't expect the Hori to push, because it would sign his death treaty. On the other hand, right there, you have the enemies that are pushing through. They are trying to breach out, maybe trying to get the VK from this spot or this spot, which implies that our friend right now is in a good position because to push, as most of their heavies are really slow, they'll have to come around the slope right there, which will slow them down, which implies that if they want to kill both of them fast, they can. It's possible for them to kill the Ori and the E100. I don't know yet what he's gonna do because I did not watch the replay before, but we're gonna take a look at this. So yeah, as I told you, the E100 being the main target, he dies, and now reloading time for our VK that should get rid of the Hori as soon as possible before the others are coming. As I told you, the Maushan is coming as well. Not a problem. Even if he takes a shot, that's going to be worth it. He really needs to get rid of the Hori. And oh my gosh, unlucky shot here. Really unlucky. He got lucky in his unluckiness, I don't know if that's the right word, because the Maushan managed to just bounce and not penetrate. That's the power of having such a big gun. And now the Hori is no more. There is the Jagdtiger in him, and yeah, now he's in a real struggle. He doesn't know what he has to do right now. There is the Maushan, but he's full life, and I really love what he's doing. Instead of trying to kill the Maushan that has 2.4k alpha hit points, I really struggle between alpha damage and hit points, he is going to help his teammate, because doing that, as the Foch is crossing, he's possibly going to be able to kill the Foch or maybe the E75, and by doing that, it will help him out, being, instead of a 1 versus 4, going into a 1 versus 3 situation. He kills the Foch that is supposed to be the most threatening tank right now, and yeah, now it's all about dealing with the right people at the right moment. There is the stand B, he's trying to make them bounce. There we go for the bounce on the standard B. Well, I really struggle. He's trying the HE, and yes, he managed to put it out. Now he's going back because, yeah, he has to hide. He's trying to get some all down positions right now, and hopefully it's gonna work for him. He is waiting for the Maushan, trying to angle a little bit to make the Maushan bounce. Come on, Maushan. Yes, he did. He's going in another one for the stand B, killing the guy, making it now from a 1 versus 4 to a 1 versus 2. There is still the Maushan, but it seems like the Maushan is not the brightest tank in the history of World of Tank Blitz, so he's not going to bother with him. He's going to try to angle against the Maushan, but unfortunately it didn't work out, and now he's pulling back to a safe position. He knows the 75 is going to take quite a lot of time to join, so maybe he's thinking, hey, maybe I should shot the Maushan. But he's not going to take the risk. He's going back as much as possible. And now, finally, he decides to shot the Maushan. Because, yeah, at one point, if the 75 is not crossing faster, he has to shoot at something. It's useless to hold the shells if it's for nothing. So there we go. He's gonna try to sneak a shot maybe on D75, but maybe that by now he knows that D75 doesn't have the gun to penetrate him. A stock E75 can't do anything, but yes, he's still gonna go for the E75 regardless. So there we go. E75 can't penetrate him even if he goes for a weak spot, so he's angling his tank. Come on, he managed to make the Maushan bounce. He's gonna try to angle against D75. In 2 seconds, he's gonna kill the guy that can't do anything against him, and boom, there we go. There is no E75 no more. Now he has to deal with the Maushan, and now things are gonna get tricky. If he wants to get it done, he has to face hug the Maushan. Let me explain to you why. When you face hug the Maushan that way, you prevent him from being able to shoot at your weak spot, which is the lower part of the hull. On top of that, the fact that you're face hugging with this tank, you have a big gun mantlet. Every time you take a shot in the gun mantlet, it's a guaranteed bounce. Even if it looks, based on the hit mark shell, that they penetrated, in reality, it's not penetrable. So if our friend plays correctly and makes the Maushan shoot all his shells, even with HE, on his gun mantlet, he will be able to win. So let's see what he's doing. He goes for a first shot on the top of the hull of the Maushan. Unfortunately, it was not enough for him to go through, even if the HUD told him so. So yeah, he's reloading. Come on, gotta make him fast. And yeah, he managed to put his gun, and that's another lovely tactic, and that's how you see that the guy really knows what he's doing. Every time the Maushan wants to shoot, the VK Hamed is putting his gun on the gun of the Maushan. This is a really known tactic, and it allows you to simply bounce the shell of your opponent, because instead of going out of the shell and going where the guy is sniping, it will prevent him from shooting, because his shell, I should say, will stop at the gun, your gun. And doing that, yes, you will destroy possibly your gun, but at least you will not take damage. So there we go, 10 seconds of reload. He's doing the tactic, he's trying to make him bounce on his own gun. Is he gonna try to make it? Will he make it? That's the question. Come on, bounce, motion. Motion is hesitating to shoot. He doesn't really know what he has to do. There we go, our friend shots again, and the motion bounce. Now, he's using adrenaline, and based on what the motion did previously, I don't think the guy is gonna do anything, and he's possibly just gonna die right now. There we go, he did the shot, and yeah. 7 kill and nearly 9.5k damage. An amazing replay from Ahmed and an amazing playstyle. He really knew what he was doing, and it was incredible to watch, but also to comment. 2.1k based experience. This is literally insane. He was a one tank army, and it truly deserves its ace tanker. Hopefully, guys, you enjoyed. If that's the case, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want more, you know what to do. Watch other videos. Bye.